achievement. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. Off-play action on first down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. Got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Houck. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. Third and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on fourth.
Going for the marker on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Larson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And that... very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run this play from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
So many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a
touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short. Put the 6 on the board. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take an... drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Looking to pass, it's Houck. Finds his man, it's Otis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Larson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Makes the grab down the middle. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lanning. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. this crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it now. And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're...
And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Howell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds a man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Howell. Finds a man in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That one bounds through the end. And it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught close to the marker, it's Lanning. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Lost a throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this.
Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Lowers those pads. And they get the takeaway and points from going up just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's landing.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback extends the play. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves the...
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That's caught. It's Henry. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Quarterback making checks. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, and on that fourth and short run, I think he thought he was going to score. He saw the end zone, his eyes started getting big, and they were able to get to him right before he got home. But hey, if they're on offense, why not just give it to him again on this next first down play?
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson jumps to the line. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's House. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Running to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! down Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clemson is quick to the line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Touchdown, Clemson! And here they come, almost all the way back. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st down for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming up. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The hurry up now. 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Right on the money. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Got his man downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Hout. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on